Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna close my feed. Let's close the whole thing. All right. So what I'm doing today, my focus is to take some notes. This is part of my creation process, which is number one is to learn the concepts. Number two is to take notes to make sure, kind of read it again, right? When I'm typing up the notes, to understand the concept one more time. And then I would have all the information I need to that's kind of documented like right in front of me. And I can apply the concept better because I can refer back to it. And there will come a time where I'm going, man, I think I've had enough experience. I can at least teach about it, not because I'm the master at it, but because I have practiced it and I have had experience. So let me share what I have learned, because teaching is a way to learn better. So by teaching, I'm kind of learning it one more time, and that actually, it seems to me that when I create a workshop and teaching is one of the harder ones, because it's the most time-consuming part of that creation process, because I want to make sure I teach it very well, right? I'm sharing this knowledge that I have gained, and so I want to be very serious about that, because people are actually going to be paying money to join the class or the workshop. It will either be the cost will either be their time, or their time and some fees that they invest in for the education. So we're just for this particular project, my hope is that next year I have enough time, and I think this is the time. The nighttime is the time for me to create. There's not a lot of distraction, so I will start creating new workshops, which gives me an opportunity to learn these concepts better, and I can create this whole series of classes and workshops to get us all the way on all the concepts that it would take to build to bootstrap a business, a six-figure business, and I have been planning this for like 2-3 years now. And I think now the timing is kind of ripe, and I actually get to do the work. And it's actually quite exciting. It's actually very exciting. And I was also thinking like, man, I know I want to be organized and structured in how I produce my work, because that discipline, I think, helps me be a little more effective. But the other side of me also want to just teach and learn whatever I feel like teaching. And right now I want to, I actually have the impulse to share, how to learn better, some techniques of learning faster, learning better. And I'm still just learning that and practicing that. And also all the techniques of organization, because when we can organize, we can create better. But perhaps, I think my current cause right now is to help people start a business, kind of from scratch, and producing income. I think that's what a lot of the world needs right now. I know a lot of people are already doing it. They're very successful at doing it. I'm just sharing the methodology and what I have learned, and kind of just putting it together to add value to our community, and to whoever that comes across our classes or our educational material. And maybe it's also kind of a way to just share what I know before I move on to that next level, right? So maybe this like learning and creativity, those are kind of the second phase. Rest ethics, the second phase. And so maybe I take care of this bootstrapping stuff first before I look at the more fundamental type of a skill set. Same thing with identifying those bottlenecks, so much stuff. And then now I'm learning, personally learning leadership. And so maybe that's phase 3. Phase 3 teaching. This is phase 1. So I'm at phase 3 right now, so I can teach phase 1. When I'm at phase 4, I can teach phase 2. Phase 5, I can teach phase 3. So I'm not too far away that I can't. Am I phase 4? I think I'm phase 4. Leadership is phase 4. Oh, we organize that stuff later. But anyway, so all these books behind me, I'm just trying to think how I can distill a lot of this book knowledge. Number 1, to help me learn better. And number 2 is to distill it. So it's easy for somebody else to kind of pick up. And then, man, if they get all this knowledge, they get to practice, they get the go, and they make mistakes, and they win, and they triumph. They fight a battle and they win. They gain the confidence. They're gonna find a lot of success, and hopefully make a lot less mistakes than I have. That's really kind of my goal here. While I'm still able to add value, right? Life is short, so just want to give as much value as possible. Spirituality could be phase, the next particular phase. Okay. Anyway, we're going way out of this structure here, but good brainstorming. I just want to share a few more thoughts, and then I think what I want to do is organize the next couple of 30-minute Pomodoro sessions, get organized, and then I can take a break, and then I just knock stuff out, right? Just focus. Another thing I want to share, maybe this is a little bit of a video journal, a vlog that is uncut and unstructured. Maybe one day someone can help me document this. Is that I haven't been journaling in the entire month of December. Today is December 15th. I did quite well in the past couple of months, but now that I'm kind of in the creativity mode, I feel that it is difficult for me to journal, and I'm actually quite disorganized. I have 55 notes in my inbox. I haven't been clearing my email boxes. And I was just talking about the importance of organizing so that we can create. So it's just that process. And I think I want to come up with a good framework so I can manage myself better. And then after that, I can do things even better. Okay. All right. So, okay. Cool. Let me share my screen. There's some working files here. Let me just organize them. Working files. Put them in a folder. And now I can share my screen. Desktop number 1. Bam. All right, so I have two notes. One is called Storybrand that need to I need to summarize and put all the notes together. And the second one is, let's see, book takeaways, Storybrand. And then I have another one called Storyteller Secrets. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to teach and share what I know, man. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel that when you work too hard and you're doing things that is purposeful, but it doesn't hit the spot of your passion, it's draining. And so I really love being able to do this as creation. Now this is kind of the boring part. Like I don't really love taking notes and like doing book takeaways, but it's quite useful in the future. So let's invest into the future and make this work fun. Okay, so let's see here. Let's estimate our work. So for Storybrand, we have 13 chapters, okay? 13 chapters. And let's say we can do, we can type up notes for like 3 per. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions. One more, kind of because we have an extra chapter and then a couple of these like role map and stuff. Maybe I can write this down as a framework. And I think this is, in order to master all of this, including the irresistible offer, maybe it makes sense for me to keep teaching the same workshops for 1 quarter. That's what I'm thinking. So I have the irresistible offer, a couple of books together, that concept of building something that we can go to market and test. I think that in and of itself, I want to teach multiple times before I move on. And also want to help people to do it a couple of times before we move on. So maybe like 1 quarter or half a year. So if I have this, it would probably be between 2nd or 3rd quarter of next year, where I would be doing, talking about storytelling and applying that into marketing and public speaking, along with our TED Talk piece. And I might actually buy more storytelling pieces, storytelling books. What else do I want to share? So we have 5 sessions. So after the irresistible, I think maybe the next one is to sell. And I'm not very strong in selling. So I wonder, maybe the next one is to partner with somebody to offer the sales workshop, giving offers, all that stuff. Okay, storyteller secrets. Okay, let's stay focused here. I love wandering around. I just really love that. I really enjoy that, wandering around my mind. Okay, so here maybe I go by pages. So there are a total of 240 pages. If I do, say, 4 chapters or 3 chapters. These are shorter, right? Yeah, let's do 4. Let's just because we have so many. And actually we have a lot. So let me be a little more. So let's say 5 sessions here. storyteller secrets. And then we're done. And I actually have a storytelling deck. I taught this a while ago. Storytelling. Man, so much stuff. Secrets of storytelling. Let's play a game, blah, blah, blah. The formula, the framework. So this is just intro. This is an intro, right? 30 minutes. Okay, I think Storybrand, perhaps we can actually divide by parts, section 1, 2, and 3. So just three sessions. Okay. So right now, I think maybe it's more advantageous if we focus on this one. And given the fact that it's going to be 11:30, I'll probably have 5 Pomodoro sessions. So I should be able to finish this book with 5 sessions. And if I work fast, I might be able to do this one because I just knock it out, right? Just type it up and go. What the heck, right? Oh, morning stretch. Oh, thank you for the stretching reminder. Let's stretching as I am posting this. Okay, close. Don't get distracted. Okay, so so according to the Pomodoro methodology is that I have 3 more minutes to, kind of over study. And I think we're good, man. I think I'm being overly generous about this. All I know is I have a lot of organization to do next week. And I hate organizing, man. When I'm in the mode of creation, I love the mess. Like I just want to be there's a fine point between being creative and being effective at the same time. I think that's the biggest challenge. I kind of want to record this part of the piece, which is the challenge between being creative and being effective. It's quite a challenge. It requires organization. I think I have a big organization project because I have a lot of these folders and a lot of cleaning up to do to prepare for next year so I can be a very effective person next year. Man, I need to clean up my brain, my digital brain. Okay, so let's see. I'm getting a little bit distracted here. Man, look at this. I have so much junk mail. Ridiculous. All right, let's see. What's our direct energy? Hmm. So I'm doing a little bit personal. We have this property we want to lease out midterm on Furnish Finder, and I want to share a good offer. And maybe perhaps I haven't thought about it, but perhaps an irresistible offer would be if you sign up as a bonus. If you sign, if you when you apply for when you submit an application, we'll send you a local foodie guide, DFW local foodie guide. Let's try something. Throw something on the wall, see what happens. Oh, baby crying. I can hear it. Yeah. Okay, let me take a break. Baby's okay. Mommy's got a baby. Let's go. Let's go some unglamorous kind of work. Okay, let's get very productive. Okay, so first book is the Storyteller Secrets. The sooner I can get it done, the better. Okay, so here, storytelling is not something we do. It is who we are. When you pitch a product, you're telling a story. Okay, so storytelling is not. Storytelling is who we are. Most great storytellers have struggled in their life and they've turned their adversity into victory. We are hardwired to love rags to riches stories. Like these. Okay. I'm sorry, you. The storyteller secrets is about the stories you tell to advance your career, build a company, pitch an idea, and take your dreams from imagination to reality. Story is the means by which you transfer those ideas from one to another. So ideally, we should be designing our story in order to achieve the objective. Okay, so design a story structure. Structure in order to achieve a defined objective. Framing an idea as a narrative to inform, illuminate, and inspire. I love that. Story telling, the act of framing an idea as a narrative to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Your ability to package ideas with emotion, then so the story transfer ideas. To one another. So I need to practice on storytelling. That's what I have to do. In the form of story. Sell our ideas in the form of story. It's the most underrated skill. We use the drive change. We have a new way to capture customer testimonials on video, but we're struggling to tell a story. Okay. My company is simplifying its story on a macro level. I'm struggling to simplify my story on PowerPoint. No presentation must last more than a TED Talk like 18 minutes, man. Hmm. I shouldn't be teaching building a story brand until I have applied that to real estate IQ and I show success. Right now, I'm actively doing it. This is the origin story. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm doing this in order to improve my speech. Okay, sorry. Delete. Oh, am I sharing my screen? I'm not, right? Let me share my screen. So storytelling is the act of framing idea. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So start with origin story. Hmm. My goal about improving my communications more. I have a lot of focus next year. A lot of dreams. A lot of dreams. Let's see. Okay.用追求 passion 去自己。I love that. I'm gonna share that. Okay. I love that. It just goes along really well with the conversation I just had with my friend Bethany. Like she's goes so big on she is so big on the world vision and the mission. How do we tell a story in 10 slides? And this is the challenge. Man, I am, but maybe that's good, right? What's the character subject? Really about the book is because there's a solution. Why is it around? Analogy. Especially like stories with a diamond at the end, resolution to the struggle. Great emotional bond. Which history is the stuff from which legends are made and legacies are left. Race history. Okay. A transformative story stress. Transformative story. Struggle is part of nature. Okay. Intro. We'll cover some things here. Yes, you are. Like glimpse, sneak peek. Okay, so I should well, this one is origin. And, credibility, right? Credibility. Credibility. The challenge. Produce. Solution. To simplify concept. Achieve objective. Nice. Okay, it's break time, and I only did an introduction. No, it wasn't introduction. No, it was preface. Oh my God. Love it. Okay, well, let's take a break. I think I didn't read preface. I think it's wonderful, the preface. Oh, man. I don't know how to write. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, even though it took 30 minutes, that was a lot of good nuggets, man. All right, next. Introduction. Okay, user direction. Simply and clearly, and to tell compelling stories is critical to stand apart in the marketplace of ideas. Technologists and scientists no longer talk to just their peers. They can't explain the benefits. They won't catch on. They must translate the language of bits and bytes into a story. I think to be realistic, because I'm kind of reading it the second time, is I think I can only do one. I think I do storyteller sequence. Um, the Storybrand framework, I kind of already knew. I shouldn't be teaching because the fireside, that's when they say fireside chat. You talk about stories. Fireside chat is about stories. That's my takeaway. Such as melons and hunter gatherers by day. The element is fire. Because if they didn't pay attention, they might be a lion's lunch. Stories told by firelight put listeners on the same emotional wavelength, elicited understanding, trust, sympathy, and built positive reputations. Through stories and discussions, people collect experiences of others and accumulated knowledge of options that others have tried. Night talk is critical for transmitting the big picture. Through stories and discussions, people collect experiences of others. Accumulated options. Night talk was critical for transmitting the big picture. Yes. Today's activities like sex, gambling, and hijack as the most powerful drug. Man, very bad posture. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to read and also stretch. Maybe modeling the wrong posture here. Hmm. Oh, maybe I need that book holder right here, and I can work on it. It's held up like this with my book. This is called what? Anagram or something? Keeps talking about victory, 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 victory. Without victory, there is no survival. Metaphor, metaphor, and 215. Want to know? Well, I really appreciate the index now. Metaphor, metaphor, metaphor. 202, 207. Yeah, and anaphora. We can achieve the impossible. We're all storytellers. When we build on communication in a world bombarded by choices is often the deciding factor in whom we decide to do business. We're all storytellers. We tell stories to sell our ideas. We tell stories to persuade investors to back a product. We tell stories to educate. We tell stories to motivate teams. We tell stories to convince donors to write a check. We tell stories to encourage our children. In the next 10 years, the ability to tell your story persuasively will be decisive, the single greatest skill, helping you accomplish your dreams. Since the next decade marks the greatest promise civilization has ever known. Change the world. Isn't it time you share yours? Yay. So a call to action. multimodal communication. This is interesting, right? Multi. Gestures. Why are we here? Just imitation, sound effects, and songs. In order to deliver information, convey experiences, inspire, and entertain. Stories told by firelight put listeners on the same emotional wavelength. Elicited understanding, trust, and sympathy, and built positive qualities like humor, congeniality, and innovation. Pay attention, cortisol, pay attention. Oxytocin. So last thing, like let's talk about the structure. So he shares a story and then brings a concept, which is talking about the fire, and then go back to the story, which is then talking about another idea that talks about this story, which is the amygdala, and then ends with we're all storytellers and the call to action, right? In the middle, giving a lot of examples. Man, these guys are such great writers, man. Like, I would love to, I guess, learn. I think the second time I read, I think it's actually really good that I'm reading it so closely and really, really capturing the ideas for the second time, you know? I think that's a really awesome digest. But it's slow. It's like hard work. It seems to me that rereading a book is kind of hard work and taking notes. So I need to, I don't know, right now it's just nighttime, you know, working. I'll be back. I love it. Well, if you're just joining, we're just taking notes on the books and documenting. I'm not talking that much. Okay, part one. It's about passion. Radical transformation can happen in an instant. The punch to the gut. Wow. Moment. The aha moment. And off. The greatest waste is an unfulfilled idea that fails to connect with audiences, but because it's a bad idea. It's because it's not packaged well. Okay. I like this. Let me underline this, talking about radical transformation can happen in an instant. But idea can only catch on if the person with the idea can persuade others to take actions. Steve Jobs uses classic components. Great narrative. And surprises, heroes, and villains. It's technology married with liberal arts, married with humanities that yields us the result that made our hearts sing. I love that. They're such effective communicators. I can only be a student right now. Passion is everything. Capture the essence. Passion, logic, emotion. Passion, logic, and emotion. To make a profound connection with the audience. You cannot by others if you're not inspired yourself. What makes my heart sing? I think it's when I get to create, and I also when I get to make an impact on others. Report. Also think about Steve Jobs giving a really good commencement speech. Okay, so Steve Jobs, 2000 commencement speech. YouTube. I don't want summary. Well, I'm gonna save it. Ask yourself, what makes my heart sing? It's not a passing interest or even a hobby. Something that's intensely meaningful, core to your identity. For example, I play golf as a hobby. was invited to deliver a keynote speech. Gathering of the world's most passionate entrepreneurs for several days. They were sharing information on technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Wow, I love this one. The secret to success is to find something you love to do so much you can't wait for the sun to rise to do it all over again. Passion is contagious and irresistible. Rose from the depths of poverty precisely because he listened to the verse that made his heart sing. Don't ask, what do I want to do? Ask yourself, what makes my heart sing? Where you learn a craft of storytelling, master the specific techniques. You must get really clear on what you want people to know about you. Begin with the process of asking yourself the right questions. For example, I met with a startup team. They have developed blood tests to test cancer. The company could use to tell a story. Why did you start a company? Oh, wow. Okay, so ask yourself 4 questions. 1, why did you start the company? 2, what does your company do? 3, what are you passionate about? 4, makes your heart sing. What happened in the previous conversation? The first 3 questions, this is factual responses. The 4th question, what makes your heart sing? Trigger a story. Facts alone don't inspire. The heart of your story gives facts their soul. Fact-filled presentations do not win hearts. Stories do. Disney animation, who say you always discourage each other. In developing a story, plot can change dramatically. A character can come and go, so can the setting. What you can't change is the heart of the story because it lays the foundation for everything. will its verses click with consumers with emotional hook, inspire people to join the hero's journey. The investor is looking for emotional connection. He's listening for a pulse of passion. The first step is to discover your verse and track the track that makes your heart sing. They're very clear on their motivation. They're enthusiastic to share their passion. What makes my heart sing? Particularly. Okay. Let me finish this. Whoa. It's consumers. Will its emotional hook inspire people to join the hero's journey? Your heart sing. Success. The secret. I was obsessed about finding the secret to success. Audacity and self-confidence. Believe in your story and idea. Hello? Hello, everything okay? Your thigh felt funny? Did you say your thigh felt funny? Okay, if anything, please let me know, okay? Love you, sweetheart. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do this work. Love this. Love this. The story of your life. Right? You are the author. Crafting the narrative. Decisions after feeling the fabric and enjoying the color assortment. Burnett would share the stories. Just a drama. Mm. Oh my gosh. I got threw up on my pants too. My baby actually changed to another black shirt. Oh, okay. A definite optimist. Someone who sees the future and works to make it happen. That's me too. You know, I'm, I feel like I'm one of those. Make bold plans. Relentless optimism is a quality. The Bible. I have some reference. A huge number of people told me not to do it. It was a daunting project. They felt it's not a business for us. It was a calling. 100 million viewers. Dream and moonshot. Have the courage, conviction. Okay. Okay, I lost the cap. I lost the cap. What's going on? Can I lose it? It's all so just supposed to be here. It dropped it. I found it. Bam. Okay. So let's see. Here we have definite up. Missed. Someone who sees the future as better than the present happen. Despite oh dear, okay. Audacity principle. Go for toot the conviction, self-confidence to pursue an idea. Inspiring storytellers dream in own shots. Courage, fiction. Okay, done. Cool. Refine your story. Oh my gosh, this is quite an effort, man. Although I am able to move a little faster, right? Seems like I'm able to do like 2 or 3. Oh, just I see a lot of stuff in like worth capturing. And if at this rate, it may take a while. I think at this point, I probably want to just use the last session to in the future, I'm gonna go, hey, I started reading. Just put a date there. And then when I end, every new book I start. Yeah. I'm so happy I got this done now. Okay, so F this, right? F This is too much, I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna review these secrets at a glance, and then what I'm gonna do, I will apply that for my Saturday speech because I need to end the day and the evening. But to find more time to do it. And it seems to me that it'll take a while to really learn it. So I certainly appreciate I think a lot of Pomodoro sessions to make it happen. Okay, reframe the story you tell yourself. Share the backstory, the origin. Tell stories of struggle. So it's, maybe kind of combine, right, the key elements. Okay. Find your passion. Trim in moonshots. Tell yourself. Share origin story. Tell stories of struggle and lessons learned. Introduce, a hero. Publicly frame your vision in a founder's story. Need to think of the founder's story, my founder's story. That's something I need to think about. Make stories at least 65% presentation. Violate expectations. Use simple words and analogies. Specific and relevant details. Unleash your best storytellers, the staff. Oh, let me share what I have here. What the heck am I doing, right? What the heck is Steve doing? Okay. Humor, use humor. How authentic and personal stories tailored to audience. Use a few well-chosen words. Break story into 3 parts. Okay, what are they? Let's see. Sheryl Sandberg. Let's say Pope Francis. Let's see. P. Pope. Pope. They don't have the person's name. Then Cheryl. 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 That's H. What are the three parts? Three parts. Three act story structure. Okay, 238. Also see rule of three. Page 238. We have a rule of three, right? Three. Trigger event transformation. Life lesson. Trigger event transformation. Life story. Life lesson. Okay. Okay, so let's also go to rule of three. R. Rule of three. 209. I don't see it, but 115, 118. Okay. Okay, three act structure. Mhm. Okay, so three act structure. Which I love better here, which is one trigger event. The humbling moment when all goes wrong and failure occurs. Two, transformation. Three, life lesson. Stick to the rule of 3. Wonderful. Appreciate it. Next, use pictures. Illustrate story. Practice. Wrap data in stories to make personal connection. Inspire. Oh, stories. Make vision skills. Ooh. Okay. Why did you start a company? Why are you in your role? I want to make the world a better place. I just wanted to make a difference. Oh, I know what was. I just wanted to make a difference. Personally, I felt that in a big organization, it was hard for me to make a difference. I couldn't make a difference. What are you passionate about? To help people who are I want to be an assistant in to help people with their struggles. Introduce a relatable hero who overcomes hardship. Do you have a 3-part storytelling structure that naturally exists in your presentation content? The trigger event, transformation, and life lesson. Start with humble beginnings. Help your audience see themselves in the story and turn the experience into a lesson. What's your presentation topic? What's the challenge you can present? What is the struggle surrounding the challenge? See the big picture before you dive into the title. Three, where else can you package content into 3 key points? What stories are you going to use? Can you identify one story that aligns with each of your 3 key points? Video is a storyteller's friend. Passion leads to energy, and without energy and enthusiasm, it becomes difficult to hold attention. Authentic passion comes across on video. What are you passionate about? Make sure your content taps into that passion. Remember that storytelling is all about emotion, smiling. Smile more. Authentic passion. That's why I'm doing this right at 1:30 a.m. Have you internalized your story? Reading from a teleprompter. Internalize my story. Practice your script is an important step toward being more conversational. Picture Trump's words, craft them. Then you need to visualize the story. Make it hit home. What images, videos, or photos? How readable is your story? Test your presentation content. Readability score. What's your average grade level score? Okay. Do you have opportunities in your company to share stories? Share a success story about teammate or client in your next staff meeting. How can you tie this story into your larger theme? Short words have long-lasting impact. Analogies and metaphors work like magic. Do you have an abstract idea and concept? Hmm. Okay. All right. So I'm able to kind of digest this checklist here and the secrets. And now I think I have two stories I have to be able to tell. One is my story. I have a founder story. And I also need, it's like a new birth. All right, I'm done. I just need to think. So maybe I'll have one last session here, take a break. And my last session is going to be, what's the story? Ask myself those questions and at least some skeleton framework of Real Estate IQ's origin story, my founder story, and then we go. Let's go. Last session. I think what I'm not too happy about is speaking. It's gonna be a lot of work to put together the Storybrand. So this is gonna take longer. And is my December plan still gonna work? Okay, I guess it's taking notes, right? Storytellers. I don't think it's to create a workshop anymore. Study. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Non-stop. Okay, let's play some music, man. I want some inspiration here. Let's find the music. Oops.
To New York. I finished up my studies and I practiced law. Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his life at the top? Man, the man is non-stop. Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of our friend, the Liberty Bahadur on the data will be doubted by assistant counsel. Counsel Hamilton, sit down. Right, every week's is innocent. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say. One more thing. Why do you sue for the smartest in the room? Why do you sue for the smartest in the room? Why do you sue for the smartest in the room? That attitude may be your doom. Right, like you're running out of time. Right, day and night, like you're running out of time. On fighting in the meantime. Such an old song we can sing. Where is it stronger than in Albany? Felonies, economies, increasing stop public service. The law practically perfected it. I've seen injustice in the world and I've corrected it. Bound for a strong central democracy. If not, then I'll be throwing verbal rocks at these mediocrities. Hamilton at the Constitutional Convention. I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention. There is a New York senior delegate. Now, what I'm gonna say may sound indelicate. He proposes his own form of government. His own plan for a new form of government talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Right, young man. Yo, who the F is this? Why do you always say what you need? Always say what you need. Every proclamation guarantee free ammunition to your enemy. Sir, let's do another time. Can we confirm, sir? Is this illegal? Yes, send it to me. What do you need? You're a better lawyer than me. Okay. I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're an incredible employee. Seems persuasive. My pride needs a strong defense. You're the solution. Who's your client? The new U.S. Constitution? No. Hear me out. No way. A series of essays anonymously published defending the documents of the public. No one will read it. I disagree. No, hey, you're making a mistake. Nice. Hey, what are you waiting for? What's it all for? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Of course. Then defend it. And what if you're backing the wrong horse? Sir, study and fought and killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, stand with pride. I don't understand. Stand with pride. Hold my hands close to my chest.
I have found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He is not a lot of fun, but
Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution entitled the Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you like
Now, this is the perspective. The
doing the best I can to get the people that I need? I'm asking you to do my best, man. I'm not to ask or stay behind the world. You want me to run the Treasury or State Department? Treasury.
Alexander,
I have to leave.
Alexander,
Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now.
is this enough? We will never be satisfied. We will never be satisfied.
Hi. I'm listening to nonstop to give me some inspiration, like a push to continue working nonstop.
I'm trying to fall asleep.
You? Okay,
I'm
you're
also
sleepy.
hungry, so I'm just snacking.
Okay, that's good.
But,
Snack.
I put the, what do you call it again? The heating thing that Bethany gave you?
Yeah, the beans or something, bean sack.
Yeah, so I put it in her snoo. I'm letting it warm up the area before.
Mhm.
But I'm hoping that will allow me to get some sleep. But yeah, I'm feeling very cranky.
Right now, you're feeling cranky.
Oh my God.
Then why are you coming here? Are you gonna give me your crankiness?
Mm,
Okay, thank you.
No, I'm
Please
warm.
enjoy your. Oh, you want some mate? I'm working really hard right now.
I'm just warning you that in case you accept that I get all cranky.
I mean, who are you, right? You get cranky on what? That you need help watching baby? Okay, I was hoping to get some sleep, but maybe you also deserve some sleep too. But okay. May I share with you my progress? So I finished reading this book, right? The Storyteller's Secret. And I wanted to take notes on it. And I thought it would go really fast and take a note, but actually it's making me read it again and I'm marking up the book like crazy. So I don't think I can finish taking notes on this book today. Like I'm having a renewed appreciation on this book by reading it again. But I think this is like maybe something I would do when your family is here. And like, I just spend a little time typing up some notes here and there when everybody's sleeping, It's a little nighttime activity for this one and this one too. I think it might take 1 week to take notes on one book. Like I just need to consistently do it. So, and then I document and then I can start creating educational content or at least apply it better and then create educational content and create a workshop for it. Yeah, a lot of workshops to build, man. So that's why I'm listening nonstop. Next year I'll be right, like I'm running out of time. I think just that's my attitude towards life, man. I feel that's my my destiny. Part of my destiny. There's so much I want to accomplish in my life.
So I've been following the Instagram of that girl that does that etiquette show I was watching.
Uh-huh.
She puts some interesting quotes on her Instagram.
Mm.
One of them, I'm not saying it right, but the basic gist is when you meet or you get to know a man's wife, you learn his philosophy in life.
Oh, wow. Is the etiquette for women, this show? Or
No, there's a guy on there too.
when you meet a man's wife, you understand his philosophy in life. That's quite deep because you gotta understand how maybe the person making an assumption now, like the wife compliments the husband, right? But then they also have the same philosophy. So it's kind of hard to, I would like to unpack.
No, she writes an explanation in her post as well.
Okay. And what is it?
It's basically what you said about it's about complimenting, or that person reflects something that you want to have, therefore you marry them. Like there's like a trait or something about them as well.
And what may I ask, what made you make that statement? Like, you know, when I was saying nonstop, and then it made you connect with that post and that remark.
No, I think it wasn't because you said the song nonstop. Because you were.
But me working nonstop, that's my destiny. That's what
When you said destiny, that's what triggered my mind. I'm like, oh, there's a quote that maybe Steve would appreciate.
Yeah, and I guess there's more for us to unpack about our relationship also, it seems to me. And like it makes me question, okay, so what is our philosophy? You know, I think again, we're comfortable and we understand subconsciously, I feel, what it is, but we have not verbalized it to really clearly understand. Like we cannot articulate. I don't want to articulate for you. We kind of need to come up together so we can, then we have something that like, I can articulate that your love language, right? And my love language, because we have talked about it and we kind of like, you know, we kind of agree on something. So anyway, just a random thought.
Oh, nonstop. Okay. It reminded me of another quote that she put out on her Instagram. It was a Confucius kind of quote. It was, I'm not quoting it the right way, but it was basically a little impatience. Oh, I forgot how it's said, but the basic gist of the quote was about like, you should be patient and not impatient. So in her description, she talked about one of her mentors who's Chinese and said that his approach is keep delaying on addressing the problem until it solves itself. So it made me think about how we approach Elizabeth today with the Airbnb. We kind of like, we didn't address it right away and it resolved on its own by itself. So it was really a quote about having patience. Like if you have patience and you take things slow and deliberately, that's something that you should do when you do business or something like that. I forgot how it goes, how she explained it, but I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Thank you. I also want to share with you that I'm practicing my patience right now. Patience also. You know, I enjoy talking to you, but you know, I was kind of trying to end at 2:00, and we're actually in the middle of my Pomodoro session that I got interrupted. I appreciate the interruption too, but just kind of want to point out that I was interrupted. But okay, so while we're interrupted, let's just finish this session interrupted. You know, what is our philosophy? You know, like when someone meets you, like what would be their what they see in my philosophy? That's a very interesting question. Would you like to have a seat? Okay,
Because I need to put Chloe in the Smith.
let's put some thoughts here before we leave. Because you started, I want to have at least something, and then you can go. What is it? What would be the philosophy? Let's see. I have so much philosophy.
And I think this is something I need to think of. Like I can't just like spitball right now.
Help me spitball for a few, just so there's some words. Is that okay? Before you leave. Otherwise, it's a very open thread. I'm like, thank you for giving me this. I don't need this right now. I want to tie it. Just tie it. 3. Okay. Let me think. My philosophy. I think it is. Independent. I value independent, strong, independent female. This philosophy, maybe.
Why does it have to be female? Why can't it
I'm a
be about
feminist.
just independence or strength?
Well, because I'm married, I'm marrying you. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. I value independence
That's
and
what I'm
strength.
saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
and an individual, and regardless of. Okay, maybe that's what it is. I was trying to say that because I grew up with strong, independent women, so I value that. Like that's a part of who I see in a mate, I guess.
Can I tell you one?
Okay, yeah, please.
I would say, in terms of philosophy, as a reflection of you, would be, I believe that if you want something, you have to take charge of your life and you go make it happen, right? So I see that in you because you are assertive, and if there's something that you want to achieve or want to make happen, you go ahead and just do it. So
And how does that reflect on you? Because you also do it.
that's what I value.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I see that you do it too.
That's two.
Okay. Now that proactivity. First one is strong, independent. The second one is proactivity.
Is it the same or is it different?
Strong, independent is a little bit different, right? It's part of a character, though, of
Mhm.
course. I think maybe the other one is like just like open to growth, right? Growth minded. The philosophy that anybody can achieve what they set their mind to within reasons, right? Within physical, but like we're both pretty open minded to refining our attitude. Like for example, with the issue and then complaints and stuff, like we reframed it, that hey, this is an opportunity to show hospitality, like let's not look at it as negative. And when I brought up, like you're like, oh yeah, you agree, and we go, we completely changed our mind to turn something that's initially we thought it's negative, bad, we were able to turn it into positive and good. But that's
That reminds me of another quote I read. about
positivity,
spirit.
right?
So
The power of positivity.
So
Okay.
basically, it's if you are rude to your ex-husband's wife at your daughter's wedding, she will feel smug. But if you are polite and civil, something like that, to her, she will feel uncomfortable. So it's like, reframing on how you treat other people. So like, well, why should you be mean to them? That gives them a reason to be mean back to you. But if you treat them with so much kindness, they will feel uncomfortable. Like, well, how are you doing this? So that was interesting.
Yeah. I will tell you that, it's a little bit, maybe not super positive, but, we're all humans, we're all imperfect. So let's just embrace it. So, when I was driving hard on business, there are sometimes you get like clients that just like are very negative, like they want to fight you and stuff. And you can fight them back, but I chose to kill them with kindness, So it kind of reminds me of that. But I mean, treating people with kindness is good. Like, with so many possible negativity out there, if we just bounce it back or amplify it, it makes the world a worse place. So, we gotta take our opportunity to turn the world into a better place. It gives us more purpose in life, I have something I want to share with you is that the idea of a definite optimist. I just read about this. And a
This is the
definite,
last thing I was.
yes. Oh, then you hear, right?
Then I'm gonna go back to it.
Yeah, a definite optimist is someone who sees future as better than the present and works to make it happen. That despite current circumstances like economic downturns or uncertainty, make bold plans and make the world richer and healthier.
I kind of identify with that, especially for my work at AA.
Yeah.
Despite all the
Yeah,
obstacles I
the
encountered.
perseverance, and it resonated with me too. So that's also maybe like a philosophy.
Yeah. That's the third one. Awesome.
That's number 4 almost.
What was the third one?
Okay, let's write this down before we forget, right? Okay. So what was the can you tell me what you had?
I guess like it's either having drive or perseverance.
That's the last what we just talked about, right?
Well, I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
I didn't-
Strong
I-
and independent.
Independent, and then the one that I brought up, I didn't put a word, so I just described it. So that's why I summarize it with like drive / perseverance.
Oh, proactivity is what I said.
Yeah.
And what was the third one?
That's all I'm wondering.
I thought I said something. And we agreed before we talk about this definite optimist.
I think we were kind of talking about like reframing your attitude, right?
Reframe attitude.
So it's related to the definite optimist thing.
Yeah. Return negative into positive, basically, right? Right. Yeah.
You read books, I watch Netflix and tell you what I learned.
Yeah. We're exchanging. Man, this is almost this is like post worthy. I may even want to share that. Okay, so I got these 3 books. I'm gonna put this away now. Oh man, do I have 2 TED Talk books, man? I have 2 TED Talk books. I can gift one to somebody. Yeah. I have 2. Okay, cool. Let's give one to someone. Let's see how many pages here. Do some, do. Well, which one do I like more? I think I like this one more, so give it to them. Okay. Wonderful. Gift. Who's gonna be doing more public speaking? Okay. So let's finish our thing here. So challenge is bootstrapping a company is hard. You gotta learn every function, wear all the hats, change how you change your mind. Set neuroplasticity. And you gotta manage. A young company. Okay, so that's the real estate IQ side of the story, which is our dream was to disrupt real estate using technology and leverage technology to help investors win. Our challenge is that bootstrapping a company is hard, like building everything from scratch, each function. Because for each function, you have to change how you think. If we're doing sales and marketing, I think very differently than if I'm thinking about building a product versus HR and finance. And it's just like you're not good at, you cannot be good at everything. So after you build everything, it's like a newborn baby, right? We have kind of a function everywhere. We have the arms and the legs. But now the baby needs to grow up, we need to mature, we need maturity. So we need good management, strategy, performance, culture. And where we are today, we're a young company, but we have to figure out our teenage. We have worked through our teenage years. Oh, just take the whole analogy as raising a baby, a newborn baby. You have that maturity cycle. And we're still a young company, but we're very energized. We want to be the energy to help you win, help real estate investors win. As a more mature company, we can say, to position ourselves, through this challenge as a guide is that we are seeing a pattern, the pattern we observe. Okay, so is there humor? And is there, what are the thing, I want to have humor, I want to have coaching and business know-how. Counter story. Okay, so I think the only thing I want to add here is like humor. Yeah, they just, the preface just says like, this is what happened when we wanted to do, and then fast forward so many years. Maybe we can say like, this is where we are today. The challenge is the pandemic. Okay. All right, founder story. Okay. For me, I think I wanted to understand success. I always wanted to understand how the world works, right? And I wanted to make an impact. Curious child. I want to live a life that's worth living. Make an impact. Make a big impact in the world. The best that I can. The biggest I can make to the best of my abilities. I didn't know what. So I don't know how. Why did you start a company? Okay, I have to go back to why do you start a company? Okay, why start a company? Why? I wanted to be successful. So what's an exam? What's the example of how they do it? Why did you start a company? estate. Okay. Real estate deals. We make it easy for our client. We make data and technology, or data and tech. Make it easy for our clients to win real estate deals. Okay, passionate, my passion. My passion is help people. Motivated, help motivate find success. It's very fulfilling. Very fulfilling to see their lives change and the transformation. See the transformation in how they think. They think. They act. And the manifestation. What makes your heart sing? This is a story. I don't have one. It's a story. I don't have one right now. Okay, it's time. Let me think about a story that makes my heart sing. Right now, it's coaching. Well, I think we have helped folks build a business, do well. But when people get deals, I'm happy when people are able to use our service and find success. And they're actually making, okay, so it's making a career out of a career. Starting a business. Building a business from or building confidence. We got the framework. I think we're good enough for today.